Hello everyone, it's this time of the year again. Chris Roberts' Polygon interview 11 years later. Well, I'm actually 2 weeks too late, call it 11 years and 2 weeks later. Building galaxies in Star Citizen's expanding universe. Link to this article is my first pinned comment below. Of course, I won't read everything, I just want to look at some highlights. With 74 million raised, back in the days, CRG was at $74 million in funding. Now, they are at well over $1 billion. Don't just look at CRG's funding tracker on their website. CRG also has private investors, for example the Caldas, which gave Chris at least $80 million. Money the Caldas want to have back one day. While bits of this massively multiplayer game featuring space combat, mining, piracy, trading, first-person shooting, and a persistent universe have been released, a bulk of the game remains to gamers little more than a promise. Funny how this hasn't changed in 11 years. Oh wow. I asked Roberts what seems to be the obvious question. Do you worry that Star Citizen could become a Ponzi scheme, that you are taking money for things now that you promised to produce down the line but never do? If the money stopped today, would you be able to get all the things out that you promised? Absolutely, says Roberts, creator of Wing Commander and freelancer. If the money would stop today, 11 years later, we would not get all the things Chris promised. And I would like to remind everyone that Microsoft had to remove Chris from the game Freelancer in order to finish it. Quarter 42 will be towards the end of the year. This was 2015, people. 2015. Chris continued, then the company plans to spend 2016 filling out the rest of the Star system, finishing ships, finishing characters, basically going from 5 to 130 Star systems and adding more of the functionality and features on that we have and building out different roles. This change too, CRG will release a 1.0 with just 5 Star systems, and even this is years away. Of course, CRG always says, we will work on it even after we released 1.0. However, this depends if the money still comes in big time, which is not a given. The worst case scenario is we are getting a minimum viable product with just 5 Star systems, no alien worlds, with missing basics and almost no physics. Not even NPC crews. And now comes the big part. By the end of this year, 2015, backers will have everything the originally pledged for plus a lot more, Roberts says. But of course, our intention is that it's a much bigger, more expensive, huger game than I ever considered we could do. I just don't know what to say. I have no idea what to say. 11 years later, we don't even have 10% of the stretch goals. And 1.0 will be a bare minimum product, and even this is years away. How could Chris say this in 2015? I'm not saying this is a scam, I'm not saying he is a liar, but I just don't know how to justify such a statement. When Star Citizen 11 years later is still a buggy, laggy tech demo at best, with missing basic mechanics, not even the flight model is finished in year 14. And most players don't like master modes. With massive two things, even after we got the first iteration of server meshing. If you are a full white nerd, please leave a comment and tell us how we can justify such a statement. I can't. Thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. And now we have Flickr self-destructing a hoverboard at a caterpillar. Let's see if the caterpillar gets destroyed. Okay, Flickr, it's your show. I hope that Flickr can make it.
Self-destruct activated.
I hope that Flickr can make it. Okay, I can catch up to the caterpillar. Okay, I see a landing gear. I will remove 4 of her shield generators. Okay, one glitched through the floor. We still have this. We are still having things glitching through the floor. Okay, 2 glitched through the floor. 10 out of 10, Chris. And shield number 4 removed. And again, it clipped through the floor. And here we have the shield generator that fell through the floor. I don't get it, Chris. You want us to do repairs in the middle of a battle. You want us to change components in the middle of a battle. But your game is still clip galore. Items and players are clipping in and out of ships. Players are clipping through doors to get loot because you, Chris, you cannot fix the massive clipping issues your game in year 14 still has. Okay, now. And again, it glitched through the floor. Chris, when will you ever fix this? Okay, Flicker is now at 66 meters. And Flicker, you can try to come up. 20, 13, 8. There's Flicker. Flicker coming up from underground. It worked, Flicker. It worked. Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter or on Blue Sky.